Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tarani. Thanks for watching us today. We're in Silicon Valley this week speaking with some of the best and brightest companies in the area. On our program is Chris Perret. He is with Nukona and he's the CEO. Chris, welcome to the show.
Great, Rich. Thanks for having me.
So you're a startup, right?
We are. We're an early stage startup. We came out of stealth about 8 weeks ago.
And what does the company do?
We're all about mobile app management and, more importantly for the enterprise, securing, deploying, and managing apps across these new consumer devices.
Awesome. So first question I have is that you've got companies that are trying to control their app experiences, and some are RIM and Apple and Cisco now with its new CS tablet. How does your company get involved?
Well, so let's start with the reality. The reality is what's changing in the enterprise is we're moving to a next generation compute platform. It's not about a single device issued by enterprise. It's really about devices that consumers choose and bring in. They're app-centric, they're always connected, and they're using them with business and personal use. You can't issue a device from IT and not know that there's a bunch of other devices coming in. We allow IT to deploy the information, or the enterprise to deploy the information, and bring it back on whatever device is brought in by their employees.
Okay, so that's a consumerization of IT, right?
It's happening. It's happening in front of us.
So what do you think in terms of all the different devices and all of the different things that IT teams have to do? What is the best advice you would give to them in terms of trying to figure out how to set up policies and also deal with executives that want to bring in the device that they want to bring in? How does...
Well, so it's a great question, right? So the challenge here is how can we embrace and extend the wave that's already happening? The wave that's happening is these devices are coming in, consumers are bringing them in, whether it's the executive, the sales guy, or the engineer, they're just picking them up and they're bringing them in.
Right.
So from an IT perspective, we know the device is in, we know it's accessing information. What our enterprise IT needs is to make sure they're applying policies that are compliant with their needs. From a Nukona standpoint, what we allow IT to do is apply policies on any app and the data it accesses without requiring a modification to the app. And it's an enterprise app store, of course, because app distribution, policy-based app distribution, the right app to the right person according to policy, but having the ability to bring it back and secure all that information is also required. So what Nukona is focused on is making that easy, both for the enterprise IT professional, developers, and also the end users.
Do you need to have relationships with any of the companies that run app stores?
We have to ensure that that our infrastructure is supportive of the Apple enterprise license agreements, that we're not out there creating an alternative consumer store. That's not what we're about. What we're about is allowing the enterprise businesses to take these devices from just being, in their network to being really assets for their enterprise. And that means taking apps, productivity apps, distributing those apps out, ensuring that the right people get them, and also being compliant with whatever policies they need. And examples of the type of policies that someone might need to employ are, does an app need to authenticate the user before it accesses the information that's back in the corporate network?
Right.
Are you going to allow the app to do any local storage or not?
Right.
Is the app going to be allowed to share documents or other things that it's accessing with other apps?
Right.
Now, the limitation today within the business is for a business to do that, they have to hire programmers to write code and impose those restrictions. With the Nukona platform, IT sets the policies, associates them with an app, and then distributes that app, and we affect the behavior of the app based on the policies that are set.
So companies are probably curious about how they can work with you. Are there any target company, I guess, metrics that we should know about, like Fortune 1000 is good, or Fortune 5000?
We're really focused on enabling Global 2000, right? The Global 2K are those companies who really have this large workforce. Their workforce is largely connected and largely mobile. And I guess I should add that it's interesting to think about this as a mobile trend, or we always talk about mobilizing IT or the consumerization of mobile enterprise. It's not mobile. In several years, it's my personal opinion and the opinion of Nukona and our founders that these next generation compute platforms are going to be the default platform we all use. Form factor is irrelevant, right? An app-centric, always connected device that intermixes personal and business use, it doesn't matter whether it has a keyboard or not.
Right.
The model of securing the information and ensuring that you're compliant with policies. Security is probably the wrong word. It's really about policy, the application of policy across your information chain that matters to an enterprise.
That's great. So what's next?
Well, we're just, we're continuing to launch. We'll be talking about some of our customers in the coming months. We have a very large customer that's rolling out. It's a global 100 firm that's rolling out to between 25 to 40,000 employees, and we'll get a chance to talk about that pretty soon.
Looking forward to hearing more. Keep us posted. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you so much.